So I've got a selection of slabs that I want to try and cut some cabs out of, and I just wanted to get a snapshot of them before I started drawing my figures on there. Now on some of them I have found some cracks that I want to avoid, and so I marked them with a Sharpie, this little line right here, and there's another one up here, and that just helps me when I'm moving my templates around. See, there's some cracks in this fluorite that I want to avoid. It's nice blue fluorite, but as you can see, there's a crack running through it, so I want to stay away from that area. Same with the rainbow on the other side. And this little guy is going to have a ton of parallax in it, but there's a bad spot right through the center of it. However, it's thick enough that I can get cabs out of this side and this side. This one, which is actually a Moroccan seam agate, but I cut it along the seam, and it's got a bunch of fractures in it. It's got some interesting patterns in there, and hopefully I can avoid avoid the cracks and get some decent cabochons out of it. So let me get these things drawn up, and then I'll come back. Okay, I've got these marked out a little bit. This will be a freeform marquee, little oval. Like I said, there's plenty of thickness on here, so it'll be fun to play with that. This Arizona wood, still got a lot of cracks in it, so I think I can get a 30 by 40 out of there, and I'll deal with the other half later. This piece of Brazilian, which it does have some translucency to it, I'm going to do a little elongated oval and see what that looks like. Rainbow fluorite, I think I can get a 30 by 40. This is not a crack, it's actually a saw mark, so it's good and clean. This piece of green moss, I'm just going to try and get a circle, and I'll see how it cuts before I move on to the other half. Here's another oval of Arizona wood. I think it's okay. It's going to have a nice little zigzag pattern. You can't really see it, but this is gold sheen obsidian, and it's hopefully will have a nice little pattern in the teardrop. Another piece of fluorite. I'm going to see if I can get that nice blue out of there. It's going to be close. It may not be perfect, but since I make my own settings, it won't be a big deal. This is India agate. I'm going to try and do a kind of sort of freeform heart, and I may do something with the bottom of it, but I'll do the top half first and see what's left. This is a piece of polychrome jasper. It's an end cut, so once I trim it down to size, we'll see how thick it is, but I think I can get a nice little cabochon out of there. It's got some interesting patterns running through there. The Moroccan seam, I'm going to try and get a couple little ovals out of there. We'll see if I can work between the cracks. This African blue lace, I'm just going to kind of do free form and see if I can pull that darker blue section out of it. There's a piece of Tennessee agate. I think I can get an oval out of there. I'm worried about this little spot up here, but we'll see how it goes. There's a piece of petrified wood. I'm going to try and get a heart out of it. This polychrome jasper, I'm just going to do a free form to try and capture the entire piece. since it's got good banding, and it will actually kind of create a frame around it, this darker area. So it should look pretty nice. The stinking water plume agate, I think I can get a couple of nice cabs out of that. It'll have good pattern in there. Come on, will it focus? No, I guess not. I guess that's as close as I'm going to get. Anyway, those should be okay. Another little Tennessee. I'm going to try and get a teardrop out of there. I think I can avoid everything. Another piece of polychrome. Interesting, when I put the template on here, this kind of took the shape of a Madonna. We'll see if it retains that when the cabochon is finished. We'll see. This piece of wood, I'm just going to do a free form and see what it looks like as I grind away the rough stuff on the edges. I may decide on a shape later. This Bruno Jasper, I want to capture all the orbs that I can. So this side will be a free form, and over here I'm going to do an arc of some kind. These lines are more just guidelines than anything else. This Owyhee Jasper, I was thinking about doing a heart. I'm not convinced that's what I want to do, so I'll probably just do a free form and see how it develops as I go along. So next will be to take these all over to the trim saw and cut them down closer to size. So before I can trim all of these, I need to swap out the grinding wheels on my Genie for the trim saw attachment. So let me get that going. Pull off the hood. Unscrew the assembly. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try this again. Unscrew the assembly. Remove the tray. And the whole thing slides off. Next we put the tray in, slide the trim saw on, get the stuff out of the way. Add some water up to the blade. Add the tabletop and the splash guard. And we're ready to go. Okay, and cleanup is basically just the reverse. Pull the hood off, pull the splash guard off, pull the tray off, empty the muddy water, loosen the blade, these two kind of have to come off together. All of these little scrap pieces will go into my tumbler. Put this back on. Put the hood back. And we're back in shape. Get it all washed off and put away in its tub until I'm ready to use it next time.